my channel. My name is Helen and I upload weekly videos on simplicity and joyful living. Today I want to chat all about gifts because it is gift giving season, and personally I really love buying and receiving gifts. I think it's a lot of fun and it's a way for us to show that we care and love each other. But I also know that gifts for many people can be a very, very stressful thing, both to give and to receive. I see it a lot in people's homes when I go through their tidying journey with them. And as we're organizing different items, different gifts might come up. And there are definitely a lot of guilt associated with letting go of these gifts that people don't see as part of their ideal life. Because I am a KonMari consultant and it's my job to help people essentially declutter and organize. So a lot of people think I am against gifts or I have rules about gifts, which I'm going to talk about today. Marie Kondo said it best. She said the true purpose of a present is to be received. Presents are not things, but a means for conveying someone's feelings. And honestly, I couldn't agree with her more. I think when people are giving each other presents, they tend to be expressing a feeling, such as love or gratitude. And it's not a demand that you must hang on to this item forever and that you have to take care of it. That's just way too much commitment and way too much pressure for anyone. So instead of focusing on all this pressure and guilt that you may feel when you're letting go of an item, focus on the joy and love and all the other positive feelings in your heart when you receive this gift. And whether you decide to let go of the item sooner because it just doesn't have a place in your ideal life, or maybe later after you've used this item for many years, but it's now time to retire it, you can still let go of the item with gratitude by saying thank you to this item and thank you to the giver that gifted you this item because you felt their love. When it comes to my personal philosophy in regards to gift giving, my favorite type of item to give other people are items that I know they wouldn't necessarily spend money on. I love giving little luxury items to people that help elevate and add joy to their everyday. But also I want to make sure that the item that I give to other people are not only in alignment with my own personal values, but they're also in alignment with the person I'm giving it to, since that's the person that's going to be using the item. So with that in mind, I came up with these 10 sustainable and minimalist gift ideas, and they're all under $100. I hope they will inspire you and give you some ideas to find the perfect gift for your loved one. The first item on my list is a bag of coffee from your favorite local coffee shop. Of course, this gift will only work well for someone that enjoys making and drinking coffee, but if they do, I think coffee is a great gift. It doesn't add more clutter to their life because it's a consumable item, but also it helps add a little luxury to your everyday life. It's a great way to help support your favorite local coffee shop during the holiday season. I know a lot of local stores are struggling right now because people just aren't going out as much, but since we're all staying home more, why not make the everyday a little bit more luxurious by using your favorite coffee shop beans? In Calgary, some of my favorites are Sebastian, Monogram, and Sought and Found. Of course, I will link everything I talk about going forward in the description box below, so you can definitely check it out yourself. The second item on my list may seem really boring, but just hear me out. So they are Icebreaker wool socks. I know, socks. You're thinking, why would anybody want to receive socks? The difference with these socks is that they come with a lifetime warranty. So when you're giving somebody a pair of Icebreaker socks, you're really giving them a lifetime of socks. At least that's what I say when I give it to other people. I'm like, this is a lifetime of socks. They're the only socks that I wear, and I promise you, this video is not sponsored by them in any way. They have no idea who I am, and I would love it if they would want to sponsor me, because that's the only socks I wear. I wear wool socks from summer to winter because they are antibacterial. You can get them in different thickness. They have really thin ones, which will work great for indoors and also for spring and summer season. So yeah, socks. The third gift idea on my list is a book. Wow, I know, book is not a revolutionary gift idea. I do have some examples that I think would make great gifts. And books that I think work well for most people are books that actually doesn't require a lot of reading. And I know, that sounds funny. But the thing is, if they are books that you can kind of just flip through whenever you have time and still get something out of it, I think that would spark a lot of joy. So I do have a couple of examples of books that I think would be great gifts. And the first one is a graphic novel version of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. So this book is called The Life-Changing Manga of Tidying Up. Not a lot of people know about this one, but it's a really fun version of Marie's book where you can learn about the KonMari method, and there she is as a manga. And it's super fun. And so this is a great book, I think, for a lot of people. And another one, this one is Hermès. I recently got this book in my collection and I just think it's such a fun book. It's a pop-up book about the Hermès scarves. So as you can see, each page does something different. Let me show you a couple different ones. And so this is more of a coffee table book that you can just enjoy. My son loves going through this book with me as well. And it's just a lot of fun to look at it together. So these are all Hermès scarf designs. And another similar, well, not similar, but also a book that I think would be great for luxury lovers is this little fashion dictionary by Christian Dior. I think this is a great little book, great reference for anyone who loves fashion and style and things like that. And the last book is a personal favorite. So this is Lagom. And so it's the Swedish art of living a balanced, happy life. When I read this book, just so much of it resonated with me. I really love it. You can flip through different parts of the book and get little bits of inspiration to add joy. And yeah, I think this is just such a great book. And the fourth gift idea is a scented candle. Of course, this will only work well if you know the person you're giving it to enjoys burning scented candles on a regular basis. But if they do, I think scented candles are a great gift because it's a great way to add a little luxury to your everyday life, especially with all the time that we're all spending at home. Some of my favorite locally made candles are by Milk Jar and Land of Daughters. And I also love other luxury candles such as Diptyque, Byredo, and Le Labo. You really can't go wrong with any of them. And I'm sure in your city there might be other candle makers that you will want to support as well. And what I really love about candles is that after you're done with the candle, they all come in such beautiful jars and you can reuse them to store other items in your medicine cabinet, in your drawers, on your bookshelf, and they look so great. And if you don't want to hang on to the containers, some companies like Milk Jar I mentioned earlier, they'll take back the containers to reuse them for future candles, which I think is such a great idea. The fifth item on my list is a hand cream, which I think is more relevant this year than all previous years because of how frequently we're all washing our hands and using so much the hand sanitizer throughout the day. The one that I'm currently using is called Mojave Goes by Byredo. Not only does this smell just incredible, I really love the fact that it's in a metal tube, so I know it's easily recyclable when I'm done with it. If you are giving hand cream to somebody that you know has a signature scent, you can always find a corresponding hand cream if that's available. I think that would be a really lovely gift. Hand cream is also a luxury item that people might not necessarily spend a lot of money on, and so it's a great way to spoil your loved ones by giving them something that they might not have bought themselves. And the sixth item on my list is a board game. I love playing board games, so I also love giving board games to people as gifts. And I think board games is just such a fun way for families to spend time together and really connect and have fun together. So this is a great gift for both adults who like board games and also families with kids or even just kids. My favorite one right now is Sushi Go Party. This is just such a fun game, and I play this with my 6-year-old, even though this says it's age 8+, but it's definitely a really fun game. So I highly recommend this one. The 7th item on my list is a home service such as tidying or cleaning or anything else the person you're giving it to might enjoy for their home. However, the key is to make sure whoever you're giving it to really would appreciate the extra help. Whenever people inquire about my services to buy as gift card for other people, that's the number one concern for me, is that I want to make sure whoever you're spending this money for would really like the help, because some people just aren't okay with it. And that's okay, especially right now. A lot of people don't feel comfortable having people in their homes, and some people are just not ready to make a change. There's so many different ways to talk about this with the person you want to give this item to. You can ask them honestly, or you can gauge their interest by talking about some of the popular TV shows on Netflix right now, such as Tidying Up with Marie Kondo or Get Organized. And those are great ways to maybe watch an episode together, and you can see if that person would be interested in having help to do the same in their home. And the next item on my list is a digital item rather than a physical item. So it's a subscription to a digital service that the person may already use but might not have upgraded to the paid version. So I'm talking about something like Spotify or YouTube, where there are free versions but there are also paid versions as well. I think this would be a great gift for people that love the service but might not necessarily have spent the money themselves on a paid subscription, and they would probably really appreciate it to receive that item as a gift. The next item on my list is a gift card to your local restaurant. Not only is this a great way to support a local business, it's also a nice luxury that not everyone has. Instead of buying a gift card from places like Skip the Dishes and Uber, not that they're not great gifts, it's just that they take such a large fee from local restaurants. I think a better way to support your local restaurant is to buy the gift card directly from them. So buy a gift card to your local restaurant for your gift recipient so that they can order some takeout or delivery and enjoy a nice meal that they don't have to cook. And the last item on my list is some homemade baked goods. I think this is always a popular item. I recently learned how to make macarons, and honestly, they are not as hard as I thought. So I'm going to share my favorite recipe, and I think this would make a great gift because macarons is something that is so impressive and people just love. But of course, you can't give this item to somebody with a nut allergy. So those are my 10 gift ideas that are sustainable and minimalist friendly. If you enjoy content like this, please give me a thumbs up below. I would really appreciate it. And I would love for you to comment below any other gift ideas or your favorite idea from my list of suggestions. Until next time, choose joy, live well.